there. I'm Chris-Rachael with Fanboy TV, here with my co-host Mark Martinez. We are back as part of our live 6-hour film fest, bringing you our choices of the best things at South by Southwest this year. Right now, we're talking to the cast and crew of Aether. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Moira McCrae. I'm helping on part of the promotion team.
I'm Caleb Duque, and I'm also helping with the promotional team.
I'm Rin Wu, and I'm with those two.
I'm Alistair Tank Wesley. I'm actually a member of Airship Isabella, who is a part of the crew of Aether.
Jim Herbert. I'm with the Corrupted Cog here in Austin, and I'm just helping with promotions.
Now, you might get the subtle impression by looking at them that maybe theirs is a steampunk movie. Am I right about this?
You are, in fact, incredibly correct. This is actually a steampunk-inspired epic where Mad Max and Firefly meet in one world we created for ourselves.
One question, is there a Thunderdome?
That I can't release at this time.
What they're saying is, I'm going to get to take my sledgehammer and fight somebody at some point.
I'm hoping so. There's supposed to be a lot of really good fight scenes. There's a lot of really good characters and interactions. What I was told from the crew on this particular film is that every steampunk out there should be able to find a place in this realm. It's supposed to be as big as the Star Wars universe, as gritty as Mad Max, and still have the steampunk aesthetic, that we've come to know and love.
Awesome. So how far along are you guys with the production at this point?
We are actually in the current stages of the prologue. What they've decided to do is rather than go to the movie industry with a storyboard and explain their plot of the movie and what steampunk is, they in fact created like a 10-minute prologue, which will be released at the Cannes Film Festival. The prologue was just finished. If you look at Facebook.com/Aether movie.
And that's AETHER.
Correct. You'll be able to find all sorts of media. We just released our official production print of a first glimpse of really what this world is like. There's all sorts of videos. There's all sorts of media. The directors respond really fast to their fans. And we're using hashtag welcome back sci-fi.
Nice. Well, when you say welcome back sci-fi, I don't really consider steampunk to be that much science fiction. It's really much more, in my opinion, in the fantasy realm.
There's a little bit of that. What they mean by welcome back sci-fi is these particular directors, Drew Hall and Horst Sarubin, got really frustrated with a lot of the reboots coming out of Hollywood. You know, we don't want Ghostbusters 6 or Stargate 12,000. We really wanted a brand new realm and a brand new universe that we could really hold on and connect to, similar to what the Browncoats have in Firefly. So they took that idea and wanted to create something that we as steampunks, as regular people, as Browncoats, as Star Wars fans, anybody can hold on to, realize that we're a part of this and we are what makes the film, not big budget blockbusters that want to fill seats.
So with some of the rest of you, why do you think that steampunk has become really popular in the 21st century? Because there were people dressing up in the 90s, but really, I want to say about 2005 Dragon Con, it just looked like a boiler had exploded.
That's actually a pretty loaded question. Why steampunk? I would say because it doesn't exclude anyone. Outside of it being, completely DIY based, there's no exclusion. Any child from the ages 2 on up to someone who's 60 plus can be a part of steampunk, and they can find their place in steampunk. You can find your niche, and you can find the thing that you love. My personal character is a locksmith, and I'm not a locksmith in real life, but hey, it works. I love it.
And what about some of the rest of you?
I have to go off what he said too. I've actually even seen families steampunk their babies, and I thought that was completely adorable.
Oh yeah.
It also helps with your creativity side, because as you can plainly tell, he and I don't look anything alike when it comes to clothing. I love dappering into the multicultural concept of it, looking at the time frame of which steampunk is supposed to be around, and seeing about how can I fuse that idea with other cultural fashions to see, because Victorian era was around the world, not just in England and France and all that. So it's really fun. You get to play with colors, and it's a learning experience, because when you want to make these outfits and make your characters, you need to do your research on these things. And so you actually are starting to learn things about other cultures, their fabrics, the way of life, even some that have class systems, even religion, because some cultures, their fashion was based off of religious beliefs. So you're learning at the same time. So I think it's an overall very educational group, in some aspects.
And I honestly love the fashion aspect of it, because I feel like steampunk, it doesn't really have an iconic movie yet, hopefully.
We're hoping.
It doesn't really have any individual iconic books, so really it's been mostly a costuming movement from everything that I've seen, at least. And so being able to bring in other cultures, because as you were saying, it wasn't just the UK. And if you are just looking at the UK, they were ruling 80% of the globe for a while there. I would love to see more Indian as in from India, cosplayers and things along those lines embracing it.
Western. The steam.
Yeah. Well, we're
Western
here in
steampunk.
Texas. We have to have some Western steampunks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's very true.
I see you've got something sitting over there on the edge of the table. Can you tell us about that?
Talking about this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough. We're doing a steampunk event here in Austin, the Corrupted Cog. It's May 9th and 10th. It's going to be at the old Copper Tank Event Center down there, just off of East 6th. And they're going to be have one of the booths there promoting this film as well.
So for people that want to support the film and try and help make that happen, where should they go and what should they do?
Again, go to facebook.com/Aether movie. We actually, believe it or not, are not asking for funding. It is actually a completely fully funded film. What we're trying to do is prove to Hollywood that we have a fan base. Thank you.
Yes.
And we have voices, and that we don't want big blockbuster movies just to fill seats. What they're hoping to achieve by this is create a huge fandom that they can then present to Miramax, Universal, all those other huge film companies and say, look, this is what the people want. Now, give us the actors the people want. Liam Hemsworth, Liam Neeson, Jason Momoa, who I'd love to see shirtless. All of this. Oh, yeah. So that's what we're really asking for. That's what we're really hoping to promote. And the more likes we get, the more stuff we can put out there, the more clips, the more backstage, everything. So it's all based on people power.
So this isn't actually you guys trying to make a movie with you as the actors. This is you trying to get more traditional actors into it.
They've already got people. In fact, they have a really fantastic crew of people who are already on the film. Drew Hall and Horst Sarubin both wrote this film. Drew Hall was part of a film festival called Convergence. Horst Sarubin actually quit Weta Works to come work on this film. So he honestly gave up Iron Man 3, Hobbit, everything to come do this film. We also have Alex Funke, who has 3 Oscars, 1 for Total Recall and 2 for Lord of the Rings. Robin Matthews won an Oscar for her makeup design in Dallas Buyers Club. And the art director from Blade Runner, David L. Snyder, is also on this film.
That is an amazing group of people that are just really eager to make a steampunk movie.
Yep, and we actually just found out that Greg Reminter is part of our stunt choreographer. He's honestly the stunt coordinator on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and his IMDb list is beyond huge, including Hunger Games, not Divergent. It was Hunger Games, Walking Dead, everything we've come to know and love. So this is by fans for fans. This isn't them trying to get big money making. They, as fans, want to do this, and so they want to see other fans involved.
I love this so much. To me, this really embraces a lot of the core of steampunk. I was actually telling someone else I was interviewing recently that the way that you basically sort them in from the boys with fandom is people that buy things, whatever, anybody can get money and buy things. People that make things, that's where you get your status in geek culture. And this upsets a lot of people that aren't in geek culture. Like, what? I've got 36,000 comics. Well, great for you. They made this. And so having someone come up and say, like, yeah, we're going to make a movie that's about the things that we're passionate about is really inspiring.
And we're really inspired as being part of this promotional team. We really want to bring it. And you talked about the steampunk aesthetic. There's it's got a caste system that they're of the society. You know, there's the post-apocalyptic field. There's a Weird West field. There's a neo-Victorian field.
The diesel punks.
Diesel punks that anybody can have a place. It doesn't matter if you love lime green and big fluffy dresses, if you like to wear yukatas, if you like to deck yourself out with leather or carry guns in the West. There's gonna be a place for you. And that's what we're so excited about and bring to the screen.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm relatively new to this whole scene.
Okay.
That's
He's our
that's
horror
what-
guy.
Yeah, we could tell
So-
with your the way your mouth is like dropping.
Welcome. It's a little crazy.
Can you tell us a little bit about what drew you to this?
To steampunk
to
or
steampunk. Each one quickly. What was like? Okay.
Your elevator pitch from why
When was the
steampunk.
Why steampunk?
Yeah.
Basically, what Tank had to say, it is all inclusive. I can play a high class lady. I can meet people who wear yukatas and performers.
Yeah, but
It's
your elevator pitch for why you got into it.
why
is what
I
we're
got
saying.
into it. I really like big dresses. I like big bustles, and I cannot lie.
Yeah, y'all can't see how many skirts she's got on underneath here.
7?
Yeah, seven dresses.
See, for a while there, I felt like a lot of people got into steampunk because they'd done the Ren Fair circuit and they wanted to just dress in other colors and maybe add a couple of other elements, because I see a lot of crossover between those communities.
I think with the Victorian, there's so much opening because one of the things we talk about a lot in cons is the Victorian era is actually 1836 to 1903 all over the world as we've tried to represent. So you really, really get to embrace the culture all over. If you're an anime fan, if you're a Japanese fan, you can embrace the yukata and the hakamas like she's got. If you're big into the European style of the Victorian era, you can do what I'm doing. If you're like, I'm just going to do this kind of Mad Max style, gear yourself up in leather. If you like the Old West, I'm going to shoot it out in Texas. I mean, it's literally anybody, anything, everything.
And in case you haven't heard, there's a lovely cocktail book called Steam Drunks that someone around here might have written that you can check out.
We do like cocktails.
It's true. So is there anything else that people should know about trying to help get this film made? And I know that other than that, yes, she's got an actual teacup back here strapped to her waist. So other than just liking it on Facebook, is there anything else people can do to help out?
Hashtags everywhere, all the hashtags. The main hashtags we're using are hashtag Aether, hashtag Welcome Back Sci-Fi, and hashtag We Are Skyborn. The more they promote, the more they push, the more likes, the more media coverage, both Facebook, social media, Instagram, Twitter, anything, everything, just to prove to Hollywood it's not about what they want, it's about what we want. We outnumber them.
Well, that's fantastic. So hopefully you guys can get out there and help. If you've ever been interested in steampunk, or if you're among the many, many fans of steampunk that are already out there, follow those hashtags that she said, and help us make a movie that's actually going to represent a fandom that you don't normally see on TV. Stay tuned. We'll have more interviews with South by Southwest Live coming up after this.